Looking to right the wrongs of last season, the Bobcat football team is off to a fresh start, owing in part to the new coaching staff, including head coach Everett Withers. The team's new defensive coordinator, Randall McCray, says his unit will need to play with a lot more energy.
The biggest thing we've got to accomplish in the spring right now is great effort. As you guys could see over there, we were punishing for effort. We can correct any mistake these kids make, but we've got to get great effort on the football field. We've got to run to the ball like our hair's on fire. That's our main goal this spring.
New offensive coordinator Brett Elliott says players must compete for every position, even the quarterback spot.
Both specialize. They only play one sport. They lose that competitive edge, and so I think that's what we're trying to get here. And competitive excellence is what we attain for. So that's our goal.
Coach Elliott spent 3 seasons as Coach Withers' offensive coordinator at James Madison University. Elliott says he has a lot of chemistry with the first-year Bobcat head coach.
Like we did at James Madison, our goal is to bring that energy, that passion. He's a passionate man, and I think that all kind of stems from him.
As for Coach McCray, he says that he and his staff are trying to do more than just coach football.
Because if you dread going to work every day, if you dread stepping on this field, then we've got us a problem. And then I tell the kids this: if they can walk off this field after 4 or 5 years and they're a better man, husband, and father, we've done our job.
The Bobcats will take the field under Coach Everett Withers at this year's annual Spring Maroon and Gold game, which kicks off Saturday, April 9th at noon at Bobcat Stadium. For Bobcat Update, I'm Matthew Hamill.
Every Thursday during April, residents can expect a show at the San Marcos Plaza Park. Last Thursday, the Keep San Marcos Beautiful concert series featured the one-man funk band Henry and the Invisibles. Coordinator for the concert series, Amy Kerwin, says the weekly shows are meant to engage people in ways to help the environment.
The best way to educate people about it is to have interactive booths. They don't like to have people preach at them or anything like that. So we like to engage everybody on learning about different sustainability topics.
Last year, the concert series added a sustainability theme. You can expect an environmental theme this week as well.
With the Fire in the Pines and the refrains, it's going to be transportation. So we'll actually have a carts bus here for people to explore, and we'll have the transportation department talking about their sidewalk plan, and the Greenbelt Alliance with their Green Loop Way, the Greenway Loop.
The fun kicks off at 6:30 with activities for the whole family, and the music begins at 7:30. The concert series is free to the public. For Bobcat Update, I'm Matthew Hamill.
Good afternoon, I'm Matthew Hamill with your 2 p.m. news update. France is sending its largest naval vessel to join the operation against ISIS in Syria and Iraq. The nuclear-powered aircraft carrier's involvement will increase the efficiency of French airstrikes carried out against ISIS forces. According to the Associated French Press, France has carried out 271 airstrikes in Iraq since joining the U.S.-led coalition in September of last year. French officials claim that their involvement in the fight against ISIS is an act of self-defense, citing the 2 Islamic attacks which killed 17 people in Paris at the start of the year. The French president said the deployment of this vessel is rational and will allow France to more effectively coordinate with its allies in the U.S. coalition. The Texas Commission on Law Enforcement is reviewing all of its requirements and procedures surrounding the psychological examination that is required before someone joins a police agency as an officer, dispatcher, or jailer. This is a response to a recent discovery that a Houston psychologist was vouching for the mental health of future officers without meeting them in person. According to the Texas Tribune, the psychologist, Carol Busick, had a contract with Harris County Sheriff's Office to perform psych evaluations on its workforce in order to comply with state rules. An undercover investigator went to Busick for an evaluation and was cleared to work for the Harris County Sheriff's Office without actually speaking to Busick. The Law Enforcement Commission then seized Busick's records and placed her on probation. Currently, the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement allows any psychologist to conduct pre-employment exams, and they do not keep track of how many or which people evaluate law enforcement personnel. Busick has been indicted by a grand jury on 3 accounts of government record tampering. The case has not come up for a trial. The abortion debate continues at Texas State University. For 2 straight days, both pro-choice and pro-life groups have gathered in order to demonstrate. The pro-life group has sparked controversy by displaying graphic images around the Fighting Stallion statue in the quad. The display caused Texas State's own Feminist United group to head to the Stallions to represent the pro-choice side. Feminist United member Holly Doyle says the images being used are not medically accurate.
A lot of these images are medically inaccurate, so they'll say that like this fetus that has like developed limbs and everything is a lot younger than what it actually is. So like for example, they'll say that this is like an abortion of an 8-week-old fetus, but really the fetus will be like developed 20 weeks, and so that's just medically inaccurate.
Meanwhile, the creator of the display and member of the Center for Bioethical Reform, Devorah Gilman, says the images have been verified by experts.
Because we actually have embryology textbooks on hand. We have affidavits from both a photographer as well as an abortionist who have checked out these pictures and said that this is exactly what abortions do look like.
The pro-life advocates have been comparing abortion to genocide, citing the Holocaust, while Doyle and the Feminist United group cite that since 1971's Roe v. Wade Supreme Court case, that has made choice a constitutional right. The Student Association for Campus Activities hosted their annual Homecoming Talent Show last night in Evans Auditorium. Acts ranged from singers, a Chinese yo-yo player, and a sign language interpreter. Music fraternity Pi Mu Alpha member Johnny Eads said they were so happy about their win last night.
It's a crazy experience because we definitely came in just wanting to have fun. Like, this is something we do on a regular, not so much competing or anything, just we'll be sitting in the music building lobby and we'll just break out in song because that's just something that brings us closer together, and being in a fraternity, being close is what really gets us going.
Pi Mu Alpha won Best Large Group Performance along with Best Overall. The next homecoming event will be the Soapbox Derby on Friday. The National Weather Service has issued a flash flood watch which will remain in effect through tomorrow morning. The area is expected to see 1 to 3 inches of precipitation with the potential for up to 5 inches of rain in isolated areas. It is currently 85 degrees and partly cloudy in San Marcos. There is a chance of thunderstorms and precipitation beginning at 3:30. The chance of rain will increase as the day progresses. Temperatures will fall into the lower 70s this evening. That's going to do it for your 2 p.m. newscast on KTSW. Be sure to tune in again at 5 p.m. during Other Side Drive for another KTSW News Update. I'm Matthew Hamill. Thanks for listening.